Now we'll look at imaginary solutions. These are solutions that don't exist, but we can express them in mathematics. So the definition of the imaginary number is the square root of -1, sitting here. Clearly that doesn't exist. You can't have the square root of a negative number. The reason we use it in mathematics is if you do I squared, it becomes real, because square root of -1 times square root of -1 is -1. So that's why we still use imaginary numbers. Now we can convert our quadratic formula answers into I values when we get square root of negatives. So as an example, we'll do 1e5 2. I'll do, we could use, I'll go down to j. We can get another practice at doing the quadratic formula. So x squared plus 6x plus 25. X squared plus 6x plus 25. Now to solve for x, we use the quadratic formula, which is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared. Take 4 times a times c, all divided by 2a. Simplifying that, we have the square root of 36 minus 100 all over, 2a is 2 times 1, all over 2. So that's minus 6 plus or minus the square root of negative 64 all over 2. Now minus 64 we are going to call the square root of minus 1 times the square root of 64 all over 2. So that is minus 6 plus or minus, now square root of minus 1 is I, so it's I root 64 over 2. Now going up to the top here, and that becomes minus 6 plus or minus root 64 is 8, so we have 8i over 2, and so that's equivalent to minus 6 on 2 plus or minus 8i on 2, which is minus 3 plus or minus 4i. Okay, so we've got the two solutions in terms of I. Notice the root 64 gave 8 very simply. Sometimes you might get something like you might have the square root of 12, and if you want to cancel the 2, you could say, well, that's root 4 times root 3, and root 4 is 2 root 3, and then the 2 will cancel below. So in this case 64, it was a perfect square, but sometimes you have to convert this into one of them being a perfect square and the other isn't. Okay, so you try having a go at question 2. Try and get the answers in terms of I. And here are the answers. 1e5. I did the one down in J, minus 3 plus or minus 4i, and the other ones are there.